She's an easy costume. The fringe needs a bit of love. She's looking a little bit crazy. It broke my heart. G'day everyone and welcome back to another Catch Up with Kiralee. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kiralee and on this channel we talk about all things cosplay, costuming and sewing related. And today it is time to prep for PAX. PAX is Australia's largest conventions, hands down. It is the biggest in Australia and it's held in Melbourne every year in October. And this year I am going over as a cosplay guest and judge. That's right, because last year when I went and I won crown over there with Toph, I get to be the judge this year. Well, one of them. There's also Samir and Major Sam cosplay and I'm so excited to judge alongside them both. I'm very excited that I get to hand off the mantle to someone else as they have the opportunity to go and represent Australia in Chicago in 2025. It's such an amazing experience that like I'm so excited. So I have all the build books of the entrance and I've been going through, reading through it. I do need to go through it again at some point, not today, and I want to make some notes so that when I go into judging, I actually have questions from the build book that I can either have a look at the costume and see if that's been answered, or I can ask the contestants directly. And this is something that I feel is quite unique to Australian competitions, is that a lot of the time the judges get the build books before we go into judging, so we're actually able to have a pretty decent idea of what we're going to be seeing before it's just in front of us. It means we can prepare correctly, but that is something I'm not showing on camera because of privacy. Today's video is all about me preparing my costumes to go over. So I'm taking 3 costumes for the 3-day event. The first one is Mario, which I think is all good. I just want to do a quick check over. It's a very simple costume. It's going to be light and easy to wear around. This is going to be my fun day at the convention and actually see all of the convention. So I wanted something that's going to be easy to move in and, you know, just have fun with. And then the set day I'm taking Mimzy. So it's currently on my dress form and there are a few fixer-uppers that I need to do to her. There is at least one bead that has fallen off that I need to kind of fix up, that's on the bodice, and I need to do something about the skirt because it's a tangled mess. So I think I'm going to get rid of half of the beads. I'm going to see how she goes with half the beads off her for PAX. And then if she's still an absolute tangled mess, it looks like I'm probably gonna have to get rid of all the beads from the skirt, which makes me so sad because I spent so long doing that. 7 hours to be precise. And then the last costume that I need to bring out and have a really good look over is Red Riding Hood. I will be wearing this on the Sunday. It is a costume that I absolutely love. It is my favorite costume that I've ever made. I'm sorry, Toph, but it's true. Red Riding Hood, I love her. And I love wearing her, but I've only ever worn her twice, and both of those times were in America. I've been really hesitant to wear her in Australia because she's a very warm cosplay, like very warm. Because, you know, I thought it was smart to make a cape as an Australian out of wool and cashmere blend. But I am very excited that I'm going to bring her to PAX and wear her for the Crown Championships, so that way, you know, she gets a good stage. Even though she's not competing, she's on stage and she looks pretty. And there is also one more costume that I might take. I haven't yet fully committed to it, but I do want to take her, and that's Jane Seymour from 6. And that is because whilst I am over in Melbourne on the set day night, I am going to see 6 the musical. I've seen it before, obviously. I've seen it in Perth, Toronto and Broadway. This is the new Australian tour, it's the Berlin tour, and for my birthday Terry got us front row seats. So I am so excited to be going and being able to see the costumes up close and be that close to the queens. I'm pumping. So I am considering wearing Jane on the Saturday night. And for context, when you're watching this video, when it's live to the public, that's the weekend that PAX is on. So I'm already there. So hopefully everything that I do today, it's worked out well. Anyway, let's start by pulling out the costumes and doing what I need to do with them. I'm gonna start with Mario and Red Riding Hood first because I think they're gonna be the easiest ones. I think that red just needs a bow that glued back onto a clip for her, and her wig a little bit of zhuzhing. I might do a little bit of steaming and help the fringe a little bit. So I've just pulled out the costume. So I've got Mario here, and then Red's over here. She is so heavy. I forgot how heavy she was until I pulled her out, and I had to use 2 hands to pull her out from the closet. So I'm gonna try on Mario real quick, make sure it's fitting all fine. And I think with this, honestly, I'm gonna wear sneakers with this. She's an easy costume. She doesn't get a lot of attention. So I'm just gonna wear sneakers on Friday with her. Mimzy, I think I'm gonna wear some black little pumps, just so it's comfortable to walk around, because I do have 2 panels that I will be giving on this particular day. So I need to be comfortable as one can be. She's pretty comfortable to wear, actually. You can't really sit in her. You can perch, you can't sit. You also can't go to the toilet, I found. You need help. Because just in terms of like trying to scoop all of the tassels to one side while you try to sit, it's not easy. So that's gonna be fun. It's fine, I'll work it out. Red is over here, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna try her on still. I know that she will fit. It's just, oh, she's a lot to put on. But it's fine. It's fine. For the game, right? For the game. Alright, let's try Mario first. The lesser of all evils. Alright, so here's Mario. Ta-da! She wasn't bad for a one-day make. Straight after the day that I got electrocuted. So, yeah, that's really cute. Woohoo! My petticoat is showing. So Mario fits. She's looking cute. Just easy to wear. So I'll put it to one side. She's good to go. Now on to the 2 that I know needs fixer-uppers. Okay, so here's Red. Wish me luck. So that's the wig. So I just want to check over all the fastenings on the cloak and like the skirt and the bodice and stuff. The bow, I believe, is on the pigtails. That needs to be re-glued from memory. I'm not going to give them an iron because honestly they're going to be screwed up in the suitcase anyway, so I'm going to have to iron them when I get to Melbourne. But that's looking pretty good. Alright, I'll check them all over and see what work needs to be done, and I will definitely give it a quick try on before I go, yep, that's all good. Can we also just take a moment to appreciate this? This was all hand embroidered, and it took me, I think, 30 hours to do. And I still love how this turned out. I think it's really, really pretty. I'm very proud of this. This really honestly was part of the reason why this is my favorite cosplay. And yeah, I added little sew-on gemstones into the eyes. I did the same for the pillows on the hips, but I gave them little clear eyes. I found the first fix that I needed to do for Red. The stitching in between the 2 bars that I have corresponding hooks for the cape, the middle had come undone and were hanging on by a thread. So I've put those back into place. This is very important, because without these bars on the shoulder of Red, or shoulders of Red I should say, the cape chokes me. So this actually holds all of the weight of the cape, so it doesn't pull directly on my neck. It still pulls a little bit, but this takes the majority of the weight. So I'm glad I found that and I reinforced that. Now, with that done, it means that the costume itself looks to be fine, and like I looked over all of the embroidery and everything there is looking good. I know where the issue is. The issue is going to be in the wig and the bows associated with it. So let's just pull this out. Still got my mask because this was made during the pandemic, so I still have my mask. And I've got my gloves in here. I think the gloves are okay. I really hope the gloves are okay because they were really not fun to make. Doesn't look like there's any holes. Yeah, no holes in this one. That's good, but they look so pretty, but they took so long to make. But I will say that the fabric for this, this kind of stretch velvet, was quite lovely to make the gloves out of. It was very forgiving. And I just loved the texture. It kind of worked with the rest of the costume, so that was really good. This one looks fine as well. Okay, lovely. So the gloves are fine. Okay, now for the wig. I know that the fringe needs some work, and I think that I'm going to do the steamer. I crimped the entire thing. I'm learning not to crimp everything now, but like I do love crimping because it just adds such a beautiful volume, and it did work for red, but yeah, the fringe needs a bit of love. She's looking a little bit crazy, and I might even replat her hair. And yeah, both of the bows are coming off, so I'm gonna quickly go ahead, re-glue the bows. I'm gonna use my fantastic hot glue from Shaw Bonder because I wish it was more readily available in Australia. Shaw Bonder is it's changed my opinion about hot glue and what it can do. It holds so much better than regular glue. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to put the wig onto a head, replat her, and then get the steamer out and work on her fringe a little bit. So here is the wig. I've just gone ahead and redid the plaits, and the bows are all sorted now, which is lovely. And I went ahead and I steamed the fringe and restyled the fringe before this was completely glued into these spikes. So I've steamed out the glue and reshaped them. That's all the glue that I got out of the wig. Luckily not too much hair loss, which is good. I think that this will look much softer on the face. Wigs are something that I struggle with, and I am just kind of learning how to do steaming with wigs and to style them using steam. And because this was already pre-crimped, it had a lot of volume, which is, you know, the reference image is what I wanted. But I just kind of wanted to incorporate a little bit of a softer look around the face because the rest of the hairstyle is very soft and there is no glue in the rest of the hairstyle. It's just all crimping. Yay! I'll try it on in a little while, just let this kind of settle and then see if I need to make any adjustments. I have just tried Red's wig on and it looks so cute. It looks so much softer around the face than what I previously had when it wasn't looking like a crazy mess. And so it just kind of really is sweet around the face. So I'm so happy. Like, here's the thing, Red is my favorite cosplay that I've ever made, and when I'm now able to go back and fix little things like the wig with skills that I've learnt over the last 2 years, and you may think, steaming wigs, why weren't you already doing that? Because I just wasn't. Okay, I could not, I tried I think once or twice and I just couldn't get it to work the way that I needed it to work, and so it's like, well, that doesn't work, so I'm never doing it again. And I learnt from Shadow Frey Cosplay how to kind of slowly work it and manipulate it and to kind of, you know, get the shapes that you want to get with it and what you can and can't achieve with steaming. And I feel like because this was teased originally, it was actually quite easy to manipulate because there was a lot of body in the hair already. And yeah, I really love how it looks and I'm so happy. So I'm gonna let that kind of sit for a little bit. It is all dry and everything. I have hairsprayed it with a fair bit of got to be glued in the fringe area mostly, and a little bit on the plaits, but not much on the plaits. The plaits are fine. Ta-da! Red is on. She feels really good. I'm very happy. Yes, I'm wearing my glasses because I like to see it. I haven't got contacts in. And I realized that I've got everything except my basket. I need to get my basket down because that is my prop for this outfit, and it's also how I carry my stuff with me. So, and considering that I don't think Terry is going to be with me at the convention in this outfit, I do need something to hold like my phone and my camera and that sort of thing. But da-da! Look at her! Oh, I love this cosplay. She is warm. Already I'm feeling the sweat, but I adore her. So yes, I'm gonna definitely not wear the cape for judging, but I'll wear the cape when I am on stage doing all the official stuff. But ta-da! Ooh! Okay, cool. Now I need to start on Mimzy. So with Mimzy, I know that at least one bead up the top has gone, and that means that there may be some beads around it that are not fully secure. So I'm going to have a close look around of the top and the bottom in the black and the red on the bodice to see if there's any that are missing, so that I know where I need to fix. And I'm going to go around really carefully, luckily there's a pattern, and mark out where the bead or beads that have come off are. Interestingly, the bead that has come off is basically almost in the same position, and it's underneath the armpits, but it's not directly under, it's the joining the part here. But that's interesting, and I guess because of the fact that that's where my arms hit when I'm moving, so I need to make sure that I reinforce all of those around there. So it looks like I only lost the two beads that were on either side. There's none lost down the bottom, and all of the red ones on the bottom there. That's a really good sign, because beading, you know, sometimes you can just move and it starts coming undone. So I need to make sure that I reinforce all of the ones underneath the arms. That's what it's telling me. So I'm going to do that now, and then I need to untangle the skirt and then cut off half the beads. So now onto the beading and reinforcing. So here's a bit of a closer look, and yeah, it's in the exact same spot on either side. The exact same bead came undone. So that obviously is the area that I hit the most with my arms. So I'm going to go through here and reinforce this entire row on both sides in an effort to ensure that they are as secure as possible. I needed to charge up my battery, so that's what I did, but I've gone ahead and I've reinforced this particular area on both sides of for the beads, and added the beads that had, you know, disappeared. So now we come to the part that I have been putting off for as long as possible, and that is untangling this skirt. I have no idea how long this is going to take. I have done a quarter of the skirt, and it has taken me 19-20 minutes to do just a quarter. So I am going to do the rest off camera, and hopefully I will get it untangled and then we can proceed. It's so tangled. It took me an hour and a half to go through and untangle all of the skirt. And now I'm going through and I am actually starting to take off the beads. So I've parted them as per quarters again, and I'm going through little by little, and I am getting rid of half of the beads. I'm trying to do it at random. Hopefully it will still look good, and hopefully it will not tangle as much, but it needs to happen. I can't spend an hour and a half every time I wear this untangling it. So I have finished, finally, cutting off half the beads from the skirt, untangling it all. It broke my heart. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it on, and I'm just going to see how much it tangles just walking around the house, because that gave me a very good idea last time. I'm really tired. It's now nighttime. The skirt took me honestly about 3 hours to untangle and cut off like half the beads. So yeah, even if they tangle, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave it like this for PAX, and then when I get home I'll cut off the rest of the beads. I can't do it anymore. I can't. So here is Mimzy in her glory on my body. I've had it on for about 5 minutes and I've been dancing around the house and, you know, moving like a crazy woman to make sure, well, I would have an idea of what the end outcome is. The end outcome is that it still tangles up, but not quite as much. And it's to a degree that I am okay with it. I might end up taking off another half lot of the beads. Like, I think I'm just gonna work down until I can figure out what the ratio is of like, I'm okay with this level of tangle versus the glitteriness of the beads at the end. But for now, for PAX, this is what we're gonna be working with. And you know, it is still very, very cute. And I just feel like this is fine for now. This is a work in progress to continually work out the calculations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here on Mimzy because she's done for PAX. She's done for PAX. It's enough. So the last costume that I need to bring out, because these are my convention costumes and they're all good. I'm feeling very happy that I got that done today. But I want to bring out Jane and see how much work I'm going to do on her, because I really am tempted to take her with me so I can wear her to 6 on the Saturday night. I am going to be so tired, but like, Terry's in the background going, don't do it, don't do it.
Just relax and enjoy your night out.
But we're front row, Terry, we're
Just
front
relax
row.
and enjoy your night out.
Okay, I'm gonna have some dinner first and then I'm gonna have a little bit of think about it and then we'll see. Otherwise, I will come back with an outro after I've mulled it over. So it's just after that last clip and Terry has forbade me from taking Jane because rightly so, he knows and I know in my heart that I am going to be so incredibly tired. And when I get tired, I get sick. So it's probably... And cranky. So it's probably not a good idea that I take Jane. However, he has promised me that he's going to take me to go see Six the musical when it comes to Perth. And then, yes, you did. And then I'm going to wear Jane to that event. So he's promised me to get front row tickets again to Six the musical when it comes to Perth. No, it's all on camera now, so it's true. So we'll go see Six the musical front row seats when it comes to Perth again, and I will wear Jane then. So thank you all very much for joining me today on this little adventure as we get ready, you know, to go to PAX to be a judge and a guest and all of that good stuff. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
Full of lies.